Hey bosses, welcome to 2020. Have you made your business resolutions yet? Today I want to bring you a quick tip on our live broadcast here on YouTube, all about how you can be leveraging your business resolutions over on Instagram stories to not only inform your people that, hey, it's 2020, but also to educate them on your brand and how this implements into your business strategy and how it helps them out. So are you ready? Let's dive in. I'm really excited for this one. I'm KM Robinson. I'm your social media marketing strategist here at kmrobinson.com and socialmediaforbosses.com. And today I'm breaking down the way that you can be leveraging your resolution over on Instagram stories. So hand up. Do you guys love Instagram stories? I'm a huge fan of them. They are so marketable right now. There are millions of daily users on Instagram stories, and entrepreneurs are just not using it well enough to be marketing their brands, but you have the power to do what others are not. So how do you leverage your resolution in 2020 on Instagram stories? If you've got ideas, go ahead, drop them in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. And if you want more tips on how to use Instagram stories to your benefit, go ahead and drop me a line down below. So let's talk about how we're leveraging this inside of our Instagram stories. What I want you to do is actually create 5 different slides to your stories. So these can be videos, these can be photos, it can be boomerangs. You can do all sorts of fun things within them. And what I want you to do is create these 5 separate slides. Okay, are you ready? Here's the first one. The very first thing I want you to do is to proclaim your resolution. I want you to state to the public, to your fans, to your followers, what your business resolution is. Now, this is not your personal resolution. We don't want to hear about the extra stuff that you're doing. You want to talk about that? That's great. But we're using this specifically to educate people on your business and on your brand and how it affects them and why they should be working with you. So proclaim your business resolution. Tell us what it is. And this can be a video or this can be a slide. I do want you to put some text over it if it is a video, just kind of do the highlight reel of it. But I want you to tell people what your resolution is and specifically label it as your 2020 resolution for whatever your business name is. Okay, so if you're a candle maker, business resolution for the name of your candle business, whatever it happens to be, label that and then proclaim it to your people. The second slide I want you to be creating is one that actually explains how this fits with your brand. So what is your resolution? What is it that you are doing and implementing into your business strategy this year to grow your platform? And how does it fit with your brand? So it might not be enough to say, I want to do this specific thing in my business. I want you to tell them how it fits. This right here, this slide is the one that tells them how your business affects them, how it can help them. This is the educational part of this. So in the first one, you're proclaiming, you're telling them what you're doing, you're stating that as a fact. Then in this second one, you're telling them how it impacts them. And that is the key. How does it fit with your brand? Specifically, how does it impact the person who is reading the slide, who is potentially going to work with you? Now, the third slide I want you to create is a really interesting one. This is where you are talking about when it's going to be implemented. So you are talking about what you are doing in your business. You're telling them how it affects them and impacts them. And in this third slide, you're going to talk about when this is taking place. So is it happening right now? Is it happening in a month from now? Is it happening in a couple months? Is it a summer goal? When is this goal going to be implemented? And it's true. This might be implemented throughout the course of a few weeks or a few months. It might take the whole year to implement this. So tell me when you're going to start or when they can expect to see it in your business. It doesn't matter if it's like a start or an end or when they're going to start seeing these changes. But I want you to be very, very specific about when they should be looking out for this, because this is something that's going to affect them. And you are making them aware that this is something that is going to happen and they need to pay attention because it's something that's going to impact what they're doing and help them out. So talk about when it's going to be implemented in your business, because that is going to be something that's kind of like one of those flashing lights, siren things. Oh, I should be mindful of this. And you want to make sure that you are kind of, as you're doing this, you are going to be, sorry guys, you are going to be showing off examples of your brand. So as you're doing this slide, when it's going to be implemented, I want you to show off your business, whether it's like a behind the scenes image or it's projects that you're working on, something that's going to kind of grab their attention. So at this point, you've said what your resolution is. You have told them how it's going to impact them and your business. And right here, you're showing them when it's going to be implemented, but also in this image, in this slide, in this video, I want you to be hooking them with something that's going to get their attention in relation to your business. So a new product that you are offering, a new service you're offering, something you are doing within the things that you are offering to people. So if you're a photographer, show off a photo shoot. If you are a candle maker, show off a candle. If you're a chef, show off something you're going to be making in your restaurant. There are lots of things you can do. This is the part where you're enticing them to come and work with you, but also talking about when you are implementing this. Now, the fourth slide that you are going to be creating is going to be one that shows what you expect from this. So at this point, you're talking about this resolution. What is the outcome of this? What do you anticipate happening because of this in your business? Are you growing to more clients? Are you going to get your candles in more stores? Are you going to expand your restaurant to a new location? What is it that you expect from this goal? What are you working to achieve? And it doesn't have to be big and massive. You don't have to say, I'm opening a second branch. That's huge. And that, unless you know that's happening, maybe you don't want to say something quite that big and bold. But I want you to say what you expect from this. Are you expecting to get a couple extra photo shoots in? Are you expecting to do a new freebie? Are you expecting to get new equipment that you're working on? What is it that you're expecting? Because this is a goal that you're working toward, but also a goal that has something to do with them and what they're doing within their lives and how they're working with you. So tell them what you expect. Name it and claim it. Now, the fifth slide is your wrap-up slide. At this point, you've told them what you're doing, how it impacts them, why they should be working with you, what you're expecting from this, how it's going to change what you're doing in your business in 2020. The last one is where you actually get them involved. This is the engagement part of this Instagram story. I want you to ask what their resolutions are. Now, you're not getting business things from them mostly. You will probably be getting, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to work out more this year. I am going to travel more. I'm going to whatever it happens to be. So ask for their resolutions. Put that question box in there so that people can answer you, and then give them shout outs. So at the end of this, you're going to start getting notifications from people who are implementing or who are answering this, and I want you to put it out on stories. So take pretty pictures of your business, put them out, and then cheer them on. Be their cheerleader, be their support system, because you want to support them the way you want them to support you. So ask what their resolutions are, figure out what they are going to be working on in their life, and maybe use that to your advantage when you're marketing later on. Because if their goal is to work out more this year and you're a photographer, at some point in the future, say, hey guys, I know that you're doing all this really cool stuff. Come do this photo shoot with me, because now they're feeling better about themselves. Now they're feeling good. Maybe you're doing some kind of athletic photo shoot. Or maybe their resolution was to take more me time, and you are someone who does bath bombs, and you are going to later on market in maybe like a month or so. How are your resolutions going? Are you taking more time for yourself? Here's a really cool way to do that with my bath bombs. So you're going to be leveraging this later on in your business as well. Now, I did want to give you a little pro tip with this one. This is a kind of a major thing when you do this type of story, because you're naming and claiming your resolutions and you're telling them how it's going to impact and affect your business and what they're doing with you. So this is going to be a really important story for you to have out there. So I'm going to tell you, use this as a highlight on Instagram, at least for the next couple months, so that people can see what you are doing in your business and how you anticipate growing. So I want you to take it and save it as a highlight after you've created your story, and put that up in your highlights so that it sits on your feed. So when people click over to your account, it's one of those little circles up at the top so that they know what is going on in your business, and you are saying how you are going to be growing. And people like people who are growing. If I look at a business and I see that they are growing and expanding what they're doing, and they have a plan, they have an actionable plan set in motion, that they are moving forward, I want to grow with that person. So if I am choosing between two businesses, one that looks a little more stagnant and one that clearly has a vision for where they're going, I want to get on that train and I want to go work with those people. So use this as a highlight for the next couple of months. I wouldn't leave it up for all of 2020, because then it gets a little on the old side. But I do want you to put it up for maybe the next 3 months or so that people can see it, and then you can remove it. And then later on in the year, check back in with people and let them know, hey, at the beginning of the year, I wrote this story. I did this highlight. This is how we have grown since then. Here's how we have been accomplishing this. Here's how it has been affecting people. And then do a follow-up on that to show how you are growing. Pretty dang cool, right? I'm such a big fan of Instagram stories. And with 2020 ringing in the new year just a few days ago, you have the really cool opportunity to leverage your business and say, hey, here's where we are. Here's the cool things that we've done. And here is where we are going. Here are the opportunities we're taking, and how you can get involved as well. Pretty dang cool, right? If you're loving this, go ahead and type I love IG stories down below. And just know I have some really, 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 really cool Instagram stories tutorials coming on our YouTube channel exclusively here. But also, I got a little something for you I'm going to tell you about in just a second. But before I let you know on that one, I do have a little bonus for you. Do you guys need help getting seen on Instagram? I got a freebie for you. You can actually go over to #kmrobinson.com and you can get your hands on a copy of my totally free hashtag guide, where I am telling you the best hashtags to use on Instagram to get seen, plus the #1 offending hashtag that most of you are using that is killing your reach. I'm telling you exactly what it is and what to use instead. Go to #kmrobinson.com to grab that freebie right now so that you don't miss out. You can level up in 2020 as you are marketing over on Instagram. Sounds pretty good, right? I'm excited for this one. Now, I told you I had a little something up my sleeve for you guys. I want to let you know before we go. You need to be aware that we are launching not one, but 2 really cool things in social media marketing strategy for you guys this month. I'm so excited. I've been working behind the scenes on this one. I've got some major things in the works. The first is the Social Media for Bosses talk show. Every single week on Thursdays, we will be here live on YouTube. I was going to say Instagram. We're going to be live here on YouTube every single Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern, where we are doing a talk show. I'm going to have amazing guests who are breaking down social media strategy for you so you can level up what you're doing on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, IGTV, Twitter, all those fabulous platforms. And we're bringing the best of the best to help you figure out how to do Facebook ads, how to save money to do your Facebook ads. We've got people coming who are doing all sorts of case studies, and I'm showing you how people have made thousands and thousands of dollars just from following one simple step on Instagram. We're breaking down amazing things, and I cannot wait to share that with you. We're also doing our live Ask Me Anything sessions, our AMAs, every Wednesday at 10 a.m. right here on YouTube Live, where you can come for 20 minutes and ask me questions and get answers in real time about your social media marketing, how you're doing it, what you need to work with, the algorithm changes, the platform additions, all that. We're bringing it here for our weekly Ask Me Anything sessions every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern. And I'm so excited for this one. We are also launching the Social Media for Bosses podcast, where every single week we are dropping brand new episodes on Sundays, where we're interviewing really cool people. I told you we had a couple of those guests. Well, we've got some crossover. We've got some unique guests to each of these shows. I'm so excited for this. We've got brand new guests coming on to hang out, plus social media strategy from yours truly as we are expanding what we're doing. P.S. Did you guys see I was on NBC News National again right before Christmas? It happened, and I am bringing you exactly what I do to get myself in these positions so that you can do it as well. We're breaking down everything you need to know about social media strategy so that you can create a profitable business through that smart social media marketing, and I cannot wait for you guys to hang out with us more. Let me know, what topics do you want to hear more about? Drop them down in the comments below. Let me know what guest stars you would love to see on the podcast and the talk show, and stick around because every time there is breaking news on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, IGTV, YouTube, all these fun, fabulous platforms, I am breaking down the algorithm changes, the platform additions, and the things that you need to know to stay on top of the trends so that you can succeed in social media marketing strategy. And I've got some really cool bonus things coming up this month that I can't tell you about, but I'm so excited. I've been working so hard on this. It's going to make your life so much easier, and I'm going to be breaking those down in the next couple of weeks. It's happening in January. All right, thanks so much for joining me, guys. I appreciate you being here as we talked all about how to use your resolutions to promote yourself on Instagram stories. I'm KM Robinson. I will see you guys again next time. Until then, come hang out, kmrobinson.com and socialmediaforbosses.com, which is being transitioned into our talk show and our podcast website. So right now it reflects over or redirects over to kmrobinson.com, but we're breaking it out in brand new content for you this month as we release these brand new shows. Thanks so much for joining me. I will see you again next time. Until then, have a great day and stay inspired.